guys. Now, right off the bat, you may be asking me, Stokely, why are you starting in the middle of a tunnel? Well, I will explain that later. But first, welcome to Season 1, Episode 10 of the Minecraft Transit Railway Let's Play series. Now, first of all, thank you guys so much for just watching the series over like the 7 months that I've done this. 6 or 7 months. Because this isn't going to be like a full sort of explanation as to why I created the series. Now, in short, I've came and gone with some series on the channel, like the phone collections, which wasn't really a series, and phones ringing, if you don't remember that. But those only lasted like a few videos and then it was over. So then in January, I had the idea to sort of like, just have a sort of Let's Play series on the channel, because I've created a lot of Minecraft builds over the 4 years I've played Minecraft, and it's just, I thought it was just a good idea to create it. And the first episode would later go on to get 36,000 views and actually become the most popular video on my channel, which is really good for me. And then that just sort of like kept on, just kept the momentum, and here we are in July, and I'm doing episode 10. It's just really cool for me to have a 10 episode series, and I'm not even done yet. So just thank you guys for the continued support with consistent is an overstatement at this point, but consistent views with the series. And I know, pretty much long intro, but in the last episode, we redesigned the Plains terminal to Lakeview tunnels with, as you can see here, deep slate walls, and we haven't done the ceiling yet, but just deep slate walls in general. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode, I know I have another skin. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to like and subscribe, as it would really help myself out and the channel if you did subscribe. And let's start the video. Alright, so we're gonna get back up to the surface and go to Plains Depot yet again, and we're going to utilize MTR clear trains, and then we're going to stop the trains and do MTR clear trains again. There we go. Which effectively stops the trains. So, today, this is a special 10th episode. And what we're going to be doing for said 10th episode is we're going to be adding in a certain retired train in the MTR. Now, no, this is not going to be another SP1900, although it is technically retired from the East Rail Line, but instead, what we're going to be adding is actually the predecessor to the SP1900. If you don't know, we're going to be adding in the MLR train. I mean, sure, it's been retired for like, 3 years now? But I really feel like I want to add some sort of variety to our system, because just SP1900s alone is pretty boring, although SP1900s are pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not saying SP1900s are boring, they're really cool, but I just want to add variety to our system instead of just being solely SP1900s. Now, there is unfortunately not a Ma and Shan line variant of the MLR train, because one, the Ma and Shan line didn't exist when the MLR train was introduced, which was 1982. I think that was for the E44, but I think the refurbished ones. I think that was like the pre-refurbished like MLR train. But anyways, when the MLR trains were introduced, which was in the early 1980s, the Ma and Shan line didn't exist, and I don't think there were any plans to build some sort of line like that to utilize the East Rail Line or the MLR trains. So it's fine. But I'm sure it's gonna be fine if we just add an East Rail Line variant. And there is a mod, because the East Rail Line trains have first class variants, all 3 generations of them. I think there are 3 generations. The R train, the SP1900, and the MLR trains all have first class variants, and there is a resource pack that adds those, but we're not going to be doing that today. We are just going to be adding in the stock MLR train that comes with the Minecraft Transit Railway mod, and we're basically going to be doing the same things we did, I believe, in episode 7, where we're just going to be linking up these tracks over here, and it's actually starting to become shoot, I set that to the whatever it's called. We can fix that later, but it's actually becoming a decently sized depot, which is really cool, because just think, like, back in the first episode, it was only one usable siding and one turnback siding, and now it's grown to 3 usable sidings in only, like, 10 episodes, which is it's just really cool. But now that we've got this over here done, you can see here how it's really becoming complex, and there's starting to become more stress on our system. But again, it's just going to be how each depot is just going to wait on the other one to go. I guess you could call it that. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go back and watch episode 7. I know it's been a long time since then, but just go back and watch episode 7 if you don't know what I'm talking about, because it might be confusing, but like once you go back and watch that episode, it'll make more sense. So just come back when you're done. But anyways, let's add the MLR. And you can see here, there's a MLR train right here. This is the midlife refurbished, I think it's called the midlife refurbished train, or midlife refurbishment train. Yeah, midlife refurbishment train, or MLR train, where a model, this is like the article, but it says where a model of electric multiple unit built in 1980 to 1990 for the original Callan-Canton Railway down the East Rail Line. So, and then the E44 is basically just, it's like an unrefurbished MLR train. That's pretty much the best way I can explain the Yellowhead. It's just a pre-refurbished, or unrefurbished rather, M train. And you can see here it's unrefurbished because this KCR logo here, the newest KCR logo, and by the way, the KCR isn't they don't own any lines anymore, I don't think. All of them are owned by the MTR now, but this is actually the logo before the newest one, so it has 2 lines instead of 1. That's how you know it's really old. But old KCR trains aside, now let's actually just do the East Rail Line train. And here we go. So we've got 2 fleets of SP1900 here, and 1 fleet of East Rail Line MLR train, and we're gonna do, again, just a 1 train test run. So you can see this SP1900 goes first. And then this one is going to pull into Plains Terminal, as you can see here. Nothing really too new. And then the second one in that same siding is loading in as well. Or actually, no, it's not. I don't know why it was lagging for a bit there, but it's alright. And then after that one departs, this one is going to go. But you can see here again, it's got a proper interior with like the, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about, like the gear shifter, or like, acceleration and braking, yeah. And then it's definitely a proper SP1900 from the time. I don't really know anything about SP1900s or like what they looked like at the time period of this, but I assume this is what an SP1900 would have looked like in 2009, which is when this Ma'anshan Line train was from. So here's the second train. You can see here, in 1 minute, actually 50 5 seconds, the first ever MLR train to go across the entire Let's Play system. I don't even know what I should call the system, but the first MLR train ever to go on the Let's Play system is about to leave the devil. First time, you know? First time ever. Lights are on. Oh, here it comes. And if you guys didn't know, and I hope I pronounced this right, both the M train, and the MLR train were manufactured by Metro Camel. I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually, the MLR train was actually introduced, I believe, like 3 years or 3 years after the M train was introduced. And the difference between them is that, actually there's a lot of differences, but one of them, or two of them rather, one of the differences is that the M train is run on DC, and the MLR train is run on AC power. And the second difference is that the MLR train actually has pneumatic braking, whereas the braking sounds like this. Versus the M train, which actually has a braking side, which you can actually hear the train decelerate. It's not like what you just heard earlier. It doesn't have pneumatic braking. It has a door style like this with the MLR train versus the bouncing doors of the M train. I guess you could call it that. I'm gonna get off at Greenview. Alright. So, I know this was a pretty short episode, but thank you guys for watching this 10th episode of the Minecraft Transit Railway Let's Play series. And what do we do? Well, in this episode, we introduced the MLR train to our system, and we also added an extra siding for that train. Now, if you guys enjoyed this special episode, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, as it would really help myself out and the channel if you did subscribe, and just continue watching the series. Hopefully, I can't wait to see what season 2 is gonna be like, and we're not even there yet. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.